Hey, what is up, guys? My name is the King Live, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over the patch notes. Yes, the notes with the patch stuff in it. Yeah, a lot of people like my patch breakdown, so we're kind of going to go over all the important things. We won't cover literally everything in the patch notes, but I'm going to talk about the important things. So if you're looking forward to that, you want to get your little information in a nutshell, yeah, this is the place for it. First big thing, Skye's getting released. Well, this patch got reverted, so she was released and then she was unreleased. So I think some people may have purchased her. I don't really know exactly what that would have happened, but I think the patch is going to be added again today, but I'm not positive if they worked out all the issues or if they're going to be like tweaking everything. So the patch will come out when it comes out. Skye will be released with it. Skye's the new character. If you haven't seen the trailer for it, this is not the video for that, but she's got flashbangs and stuff. She looks pretty cool. You can pick up Skye for 1,000 credits, which is going to be $10, 10 US dollars, or you can unlock her through a character contract, which, yeah, you guys are familiar with new characters. It says here Skye won't be available in esports competition until she's been in competitive queue for 2 weeks. So I'm assuming that means she's going to be in competitive queue as soon as she's released, as opposed to what they did with Icebox, where you had to wait like 2 weeks to play Icebox and rank. So yeah, I think Icebox is going to be added to the competitive queue now, as well as Skye. So expect both of those things coming in soon. If you haven't been prepared to play on Icebox yet, this might be the time to do it. Go run some customs or something, run some unrated, get it under your belt. It's an interesting map. Along with Skye being released, they're also buffing Breach. So if you're expecting to see anything this patch, that's probably not going to happen. You're going to have the 3 flashbangs coming in from both of them. It's going to be a nightmare. Make sure you have your sunglasses. Just bring them along. Keep them in your pocket. You never know when you're going to need them. Aside from initiators getting buffed, though, they're also nerfing some sentinels. Killjoy is going to be seeing a nerf, kind of. And Cypher is going to be seeing a nerf. So basically what they wanted to do is, you know how Sentinels have all of this pressure when they're on the site, and then they can go to a different site and they'll still have effect? They wanted to remove that a little bit. So now when you kill Cypher, not only are his cages useless, but his traps are also useless. I'm assuming they become reactivated if he gets revived by like a Sage or something like that. But for the most part, once you kill him, you don't have to worry about walking into a tripwire and then just getting murked from the side of the map. You'd think they would just do the same change with Killjoy, but actually what they did with Killjoy is they made it so now if you're far away from her turret, it deactivates. Same thing with the alarm bot, I think, actually. Yes, the alarm bot also deactivates beyond 40 meters. So yeah, don't run too far away from them. What they did to compensate for this, though, is they actually made it so when you pick up her turret or alarm bot, it actually comes back to you faster. So I think it's 10 seconds for the turret and it's like 7 seconds for the alarm bot now. You also can't see the alarm bot from as close anymore. So you used to be able to see it from 9 meters. Now it's 7 meters. These little changes, I think, are honestly going to be nice for the way that I play Killjoy particularly. Sometimes it's nice to leave the turret on the site and then go to a different site. 40 meters is quite a long distance, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. But as long as you're staying on the site and near your stuff, you should be okay. I hope there's like a grace period, though, so it doesn't deactivate like immediately when you walk out. And then if it had like a reactivation period, I guess we'll find out. But yeah, they also buffed Nanoswarm. So Nanoswarm, it seems like it was pretty much reverted. They upped the damage again. They made the ticks happen faster. They also decreased the range that it's detected. So I think these changes actually, they could be seen as a buff for Killjoy in some regards. Beyond that, though, like we said, Icebox is going to be in the queue. It's not going to be in like competitive like esports competition, though. For another 4 weeks, it looks like. So that'd be kind of nice. I know a lot of pro players were kind of complaining about patches just happening while they're playing. So it doesn't look like Icebox is going to be in the game for a little bit. What I am worried about is like, is Skye and Icebox going to be added before First Strike is finished? 4 weeks isn't that long of a time. So to have to throw in another map into the map pool, it's going to actually be very interesting if it's in like the middle of a tournament. Beyond that, though, the biggest change that I think that you guys really need to know about, and the thing that I think needs to be mentioned, is that they changed those saving mechanics. So now if you're chilling on attack side and you don't get the spike planted, you're actually going to be discredited 1,000 credits. So you'll only gain like 1,900 max or something like that. This is similar to what you've seen in Counter-Strike, where if you actually save as an attacker side, you don't get any credits at all. So you still get some credits in this game, but it's meant to hinder that a little bit. And the flip side, though, is that on defender side now, if you save on a spike plant and you don't actually go to defuse the spike, you also receive that same 1,000 credit. What is it? What do I call it? A deficit? Reduced 1,000 credits. Yeah, you receive reduced 1,000 credits. This is an interesting change. I think the reason they're doing this is because they really want to make it less common for saves to happen. They want people to be going for these plays just a little bit more often. As a spectator game, this is something that's probably pretty good for it. You don't want to just see people saving their rifles all of the time. You want to see people go for these plays and try to make these big rounds. It'll be interesting to see if these changes stay in place or if maybe they tweak them a little bit. 1,000 sounds like a lot to me. It's going to be very hard for players to save and like buy for their teammates, especially like in situations where you might just not want to go for it anyway. It's probably just better to save the rifle, and now you're just kind of getting hindered a little bit. It'll be interesting to see how the economy plays out because of this, but aside from that, they added left-handed mode, and that's pretty much the last thing I got to talk about. You can now switch your gun to left-handed. A lot of CS players use this. I don't actually know why. There was like people would say you're left eye dominant or something like that, so you put it in your left hand. It sounds too complicated for me. I don't feel like it probably makes that big of a difference, but it's preference. It's a quality of life thing. So if you wanted to do that, if you wanted to test it out, maybe that's how you like to play. Put the gun in your left hand, and you might feel like, oh, look, I'm better at the game. For the most part, don't really feel like it matters all that much. But yeah, maybe it's a change for you. Maybe this is what you look forward to. If you guys enjoy these patch coverage videos, be sure to let me know in the comments below. We're just vibing, we're doing some stuff. I like talking about these things, keeps people updated, keeps me updated, honestly. Like sometimes people just don't even read the patch notes. They don't even know that something was changed. Did you know the operator was nerfed a couple patches ago? Yeah, that was a pretty big deal. Some of my friends just didn't know that. Yeah, other than that, guys, peace out. I love you guys. Thanks for watching the video. See you next time.